HipHopGamerShow.com. We out.
Hey yo, what's up, man? It's the one and the only Hip Hop Gamer, and I gotta tell you something, alright? For any of you that follow me on Twitter, that saw my tweets today about the NBA 2K 13 trailer, I'm gonna repeat one thing that I said. And I know you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I am crazy, especially after seeing this crazy trailer, alright? But I would sell crack and my ass just to play this game right now. Seriously, like, yo, the trailer was amazing. First off, you know, executive produced by my big boy, my man Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? You know, Hov, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna have the victory song to set it off? You know what I'm saying? Doom, one, doom, 1, 2, doom. Check me out right here, yo. You see the crossovers, ankle breakers, the alley-oop to yourself, pat, like, yo, it was insane. So I got 6 things I'm gonna talk about. The first was just that, talk about the trailer. The trailer was amazing. If you didn't see it, go see it before I slap you. Seriously, like, the game is crazy, all right? That's one. Second thing, right? I want to talk about the actual NBA live footage that I saw at E3. Now, I spoke about this before, but with everything that's going on right now, and EA's not speaking, you know, very tight-lipped on the $20 NBA live game, I want to make you guys understand. I want to revisit what I saw so you guys can understand why I made some of the videos that I made. Okay, and after I get through with all of this, you guys are going to understand about NBA 2K and NBA Live, everything being unveiled, and what the truth is. Okay, so y'all ready? Let's get it. Now, the first thing is this. When they showed us the NBA Live, right, I'm going to tell you what they showed us. Now, they showed us the game running, but it looked bad. Okay, it had a bad frame rate. Graphically, it looked really good. In terms of the graphical detail and the characters, it looked really good. Actually, in my opinion, it looked more realistic than the 2K character models, like player models. You know what I'm saying? Because it was more like real life instead of the cartoonish real life kind of one. You know what I'm saying? And Live always had that edge, and that was pretty cool. But it had bad frame rate. You know, you could tell that a lot of things wasn't added to the actual environment yet, you know, the stadium, you know, arena, whatever you want to call it. So a lot of those things wasn't implemented yet. You know what I mean? It was still early. It was it was an old build. But you could tell the detail in the character models where they was going with it. That's the first thing when it comes to graphics. Now, gameplay wise, right? They showed a lot. Like, they were showing how when you got the ball and someone's trying to guard you, you could take your arm and do this. Or if you get the ball in the post, you can control how you move and everything like this. And then the most amazing thing about the gameplay is the controller vibrates at different rates depending on the pressure of the person leaning on you from the post. So let's say, you know, LeBron James is posting up Jason Terry or something like that. Jason Terry can't hold no LeBron James, so Jason Terry's going to probably put a lot more force on LeBron because LeBron got more weight. You see what I'm saying? But that force, you'll feel it rumble in the controller. And the harder it rumbles, it lets you know that you can spin off this person because they not really defending you. They just leaning their body on you. So if you spin on them real fast, you'll fall in, like, or you'll fall on the floor. So the physics, the weight, all of that mattered in NBA Live 13 when they showed it, and it looked phenomenal. The way they showed it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then they also had it set up where let's say somebody's guarding you. You could give them a nudge, create space, or let's say Kevin Durant is backing down LeBron. He could give LeBron like a little shove to create some space for a shot. They showed all of this, and it looked amazing in terms of how they did it. They even showed it where the background, like the environment, wasn't there. It was just a bunch of lines and stuff like that, like polygon lines. And then you see the animations of the actual players and what they're going to do and how they implemented all these things. So these are the details that I saw with NBA Live 13. So when I made that video about Live 13 having things that you never seen in a basketball game, at that point when I made that video, I was correct, because these is things that, in terms of the freedom of the control and the physics and how everything played a part in each move or each gesture you made on a court, it affected the whole dynamic of the game. It was amazing, and this is exactly what they showed. So if you guys saw what I saw, you will be saying the same thing I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was exciting. It was real good to see. Graphics was there. It was really good from what they showed. And then they talked about synergy. So they showed real life basketball on how teams pick up on other teams by studying them and seeing what they do at the end of games or certain parts of the game. And then they were saying how in the actual real NBA Live 13 game, you'll be able to study other teams that you play against and get to notice what they do. So what they do in real life will transfer into the game. So if you sitting at home watching, basketball season start, you watching basketball and you see Chicago Bulls, you see them do something a lot, like something that's in their playbook arsenal, you're going to see those exact same things you saw in real life in the game transferred. Because all the data, everything that happens in real life transfers over to the game. So it's like you playing real life even in the game. These is all the things that they spoke about in NBA Live 13, and a lot of them I got a chance to actually see for myself, and it looked really good even though it was early. But when they showed the overall game, like 5-on-5 playing and everything like that, the frame rate was really bad. It was an old build. They already told us that. Okay? So these is the things that blew me away. You know what I'm saying? And they already had the freestyle control, so the freestyle control was even sicker. The way, it was looking crazy. Okay? So that's why I created the videos that I created in terms of Live 13 having things that you never seen in a basketball game before. And now I'm gonna also talk about something else. But I'm gonna cover all bases. Alright? So y'all ready? Okay, let's get it. Let's move on to the next thing. Now the third thing I want to talk about is this. I want to talk about the more of the same comment that was made by Jason, who's the vice president over there at 2K, right? Shout out to Jason. Now, when he said more of the same, now if I'm coming out with a brand new game or a brand new iPhone or a brand new anything, and you ask me, what does the fans want? And you tell me more, and I tell you guys more of the same, and you don't elaborate on it at all, basically what you're telling me is, why spend $60 on a brand new game if you're giving me more of the same stuff that I had last year? I want to know the new stuff you're giving me this year to make me want to spend that money all over again for a new year. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing that a lot of people, was saying about Madden, from Madden 08 to 09 or 09 to Madden 10, and how the upgrades to it ain't really that much different. So why am I spending this much money, year after year over minor updates that don't really change the game that much? You know what I'm saying? But Madden 13 is phenomenal, hands down. That's the best football game, period. But anyway, that's another scenario. So my thing is, with all this stuff going on, all this stuff going on, I'm like, yo, what's up? Because I didn't play the game. I didn't play it. So I'm going off what the VP said in terms of more of the same. That's not what fans want. We always got wish lists every year about new things we want. Gameplay, presentation, all that. So for him to say that, it was a curveball for real. But guess what? It was a lie. Jason lied. You want to know why he lied? I don't know why he lied. But I'm going to tell you he lied. Because there's so much more to 2K13 than there was in 2K12. And this game is not more of the same. It is crazy. It's new. It's fresh. It's amazing. Okay? That's one. And two, this ain't the first time a developer actually lied. Because Hitman contracts, I believe, Hitman Absolution. I think that's the new name of it. But Hitman, I did an interview They told me that there wasn't going to be no multiplayer. I asked them, they said no multiplayer. Then 2 months later, they released a multiplayer trailer for the new Hitman that's coming out. So yes, developers lie because they humans too, you know what I mean, period. And that's just a situation here. So I just want to speak on that because this game is not, I repeat, not more of the same. Okay? Now, the next thing I want to say is this. Number 4. I want to talk about 2K taking the good stuff from Live and adding it to 2K to make the overall complete basketball game. Now, everything that I told you guys about earlier about Live and what they showed at E3, the demonstration with the movement of the hands, the post up, the pressure, all these cool things that wasn't present in any basketball game before. NBA 2K13 has it. So you gotta understand, when I made the videos that I made, it was before 2K13 showed all their cards and what they got in terms of gameplay enhancements. So when they started showing these developer diaries and showing you all the new things that 2K has, I was like, oh snap, because these are the things that Live have. So I'll give you an example. When 2K announced the new freestyle control, Live had that since NBA Live 2003. It's 10 years later, and NBA2K just decided to implement freestyle dribbling, where it's just on your right analog stick, where you could just do whatever you want to do, just like in Live. That's the first thing. 2, how you could take the ball and pivot and do all this other stuff from the back and pivot and do all this other stuff and control everything, having more control over your player and your player's movements. All of that is now in 2K13, but that was always in Live. You know what I'm saying? Now, in terms of the ankle breakers and stuff like that, the ankle breaker animation, Live didn't have that. But in terms of the way you play the game, you can break people's ankles because it was more about footing, as opposed to 2K12 and 2K11, where you could drive around somebody, but if you bump into their arm, instead of it being a foul because the defender didn't move his feet, the animation would just reset, and then you got to try to get around them all over again, which is so dumb. But they got better with it in 2K12, 2K13. I believe that whole situation is dealt with. You don't even got to worry about it. You can actually nudge people. All these things that they're showing on 2K13, I seen like 3 or 4 of these things in Live 13 before they even showed it to the public on 2K13. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand why I'm so excited, because now 2K13 overall is a better game than Live. And Live's comeback was coming back strong, but it wasn't going to be ready, you know, to compete against the 2K. It's going to take another year or 2. But now that 2K is taking all the good things from Live and putting that on top of what they already had, that's basically saying all this. Think about it like this: all the things you love about NFL 2K5, right? Imagine if they took all the things you loved about NFL 2K5 and added it to the Infinity Engine and everything that Madden 13 has right now. You'll have the most complete football game. Now I can honestly say you got the most complete basketball game. And 2K Sports, it's in the game. Seriously. So what does this all mean? The title of this article is basically saying the fear, because of that trailer that they showed and everything they've been showing, the fear of NBA Live and the developers that's working on it, even with the $20 price tag, there is a fear there. Now, they're not going to come out and say that, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. You was away for 11 and you was away for 12. So 2K had to market to themselves. The last 2K12 that came out sold 5 million plus, right? Live ain't show anything and it comes out in a month. There's a problem that may not be rectified until next generation, if they do come out properly and respectively. I'm telling you, I'm not counting them out yet. I'm not doing that because I support everybody. I support the devs and they know that. But real recognize real, and 2K is king. Period. But just like how NBA Live was king and 2K took over, it doesn't mean history can't repeat itself and Live come back and, you know, be able to compete with 2K years later. But right now, EA, you definitely gotta change your ways, step your game up, and get ready. Because 2K, they want their spot. They want to keep that spot, and I'll see nobody taking it from them as long as they keep going the route they're going. And with 2K13 is amazing. Seriously. So the next thing I want to say is this, right? And here's the last thing. I made a video called NBA2K is in trouble because of the reboot of NBA Live. And like I said, the things that I saw on NBA Live was shown before 2K started releasing their stuff. Okay? Now check this out though. A developer that works with EA and that has worked with 2K has said this personally to me, talking about 2K is in trouble. Just because if they don't change that engine, it's going to become what Madden was or what Call of Duty is now, where it's like the same thing, rinse and repeat, even though the brand is huge and people are still going to continue to support it. You see how Battlefield was, right? Even though Battlefield didn't sell as much as Call of Duty, Battlefield sold 10 million in 1 week. And a lot of people say Battlefield is better than Call of Duty. But Call of Duty is like law now. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it every year. It's just law. Like, it's crazy. That's how big the brand is. But in terms of quality, Battlefield reigns supreme because of the features and what? The new engine that's doing things that Call of Duty can't do because they stuck on that same old engine. And what Live is trying to do is build something from the ground up so that there's things that they could do eventually that 2K won't be able to do simply because of limitations of that engine. And this why I said 2K is in trouble, because it was told to me and what they said made sense, and this came from a developer that has worked on both games, and they know what the future holds, and they know where each game is going for the future in terms of PlayStation 4 and the next Xbox. Okay, so all of that stuff I just said, even though it sounds good, it still remains to be seen. But what has been seen is that damn NBA 2K13 trailer, and that joint is fire, hands down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this article. I hope you guys take heed to everything I said and understand what's going on. Alright? So one love, God bless. It's the #1 journalist, your boy HipHopGamer. One love, God bless you all, and thank you for watching the video. Alright? Now we out because I'm about to go play some games. Peace.